Hello, hello, Accelerated Cobras. We're almost getting there. We are almost finishing this study guide. We're going to be more than ready to ace that benchmark test or checkpoint test that they're calling it now. Okay, here we go. Problems 31 to 35 today. Problem 31. This is a new lesson that we will cover in about 2 weeks or so. It says the circumference of a circle is c centimeters. The diameter of the circle is 13 centimeters. Which expression best represents the value of pi? So they're relating, if you notice here, circumference and diameter. You already know circumference is the distance around the circle, right? And the diameter is the distance across the circle passing through the center. Now, there is a formula to find the circumference of a circle. I'm going to go back real quick to the reference materials, right? And I'm going to see, okay, circumference right here, right? I'm going to just delete that. And it says circumference, and I'm going to grab that one. Why? Because right now my problem requires diameter. There's another one that you can also use, as you can see here, that needs or use the radius. But right now we have the diameter. So we're going to use that one. I'm going to write that down on the problem we're working on. Circumference equals pi times diameter. So let me see. We're going to problem 31. I'm sorry about the scrolling, but the reference materials here are on the very top. So the formula calls circumference equals pi times diameter. All right, and so they say which expression best represents the value of pi, meaning we need to isolate pi right now. So I'm going to say, okay, I need to leave the pi all by itself, and which is this one, right? And they're telling us that the diameter is 13 centimeters. So I can substitute this d with 13. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. C equals pi times 13, right? Then again, I remember, okay, they're asking me for an expression to find pi, isolating pi. So I'm gonna put pi times 13 on this side, and I'm gonna put circumference on that side. Now, if I do my t-chart, I want to isolate pi. So I see the 13 is multiplying, and I think, what is the inverse operation of multiplying? Well, dividing, right? So we divide by 13 here, and we divide by 13 here. So we end up with pi equals to c divided by 13. So I need to look for that expression, circumference divided by 13. And we see that one is letter H. There you go. Right, so sometimes they're going to ask you to isolate or find the value of a certain variable that is in the formula. So we follow the steps of solving equations, and there you go. Problem 31 is done. Now we go to problem 32. Problem 32 says Philip created the net worth statement shown. Net worth statement, and as you can see here, it says the assets, right, are listed here. And luckily for us, they're already given us the total amount of assets. And they're also listing the liabilities here, and they're giving us a total already. So if I read the problem here, it says, based on the information in the statement, what is Philip net worth? And to find the net worth, you have to subtract the total amount of assets minus the total amount of liabilities. So I will subtract 113,000 minus $71,500. So here I'm going to need to regroup. So I go, okay, this is a 2, this is a 10. So I go 0, 0, 5. 2 minus 1 is 1. 11 minus 7 is 4. And it's a positive net worth because, yeah, you see here We have a greater amount of assets than liabilities. So I'm correct on the positive. Our correct answer is letter B. There you go. Now, problem 33. Leon created a scale drawing of the school library in his art class. In the scale drawing, the length of the library is 13 inches. The length of the actual library is 78 feet. Which scale did Leon use to create the scale drawing of the school library? All right, the rate that we have here is that 13 inches in the drawing represent 78 feet in real life. We want to know the scale. So I want to know how much 1 inch represent in feet, right? I'm looking for this one. So once I put it like that, I go, okay, maybe what we need to do here is we divide by 13. 13 divided by 13 will give us 1. And then we have to divide 78 by 13, right? And we go 78 divided by 13. 6 times 3, 18. Carry 1, 6 times 1, 6, and 1, 7. There you go. So we have that 1 inch. 1 inch represent 6 feet. So let's go ahead and read the choices. The first one says 1 inch. 1 inch represents 6 feet. That's exactly what we have here. Here, this one, 1 inch represents a sixth of a foot. 6 inches? No, I have 1 inch right here. 6 inches? No, right? The correct answer is letter F. There you go. Then 34. A circle has a diameter of 7.6 feet. They're giving us the diameter. Diameter is 7.6 feet. This is the given, right? Which measurement is closest to the circumference of the circle in feet? So we need to use a formula, right? Circumference equal. And let me go back to the very top to the reference materials. And again, for circumference, we will definitely use this one. Circumference equals pi times diameter, right? But you might say, okay, what is the value of pi? Well, if you scroll down just a bit right here, I've already highlighted here, but I'm going to highlight it again. Here, pi, it says it's about, if you notice there, 3.14. It's an approximation because this number is like way longer than just 2 decimal places. And at times we can also use this one, but not today. Today we're going to use 3.14 for the value of pi. So I'm going to use that information and the formula information. So I go back to problem number, what was it, 30 something? 34. Okay, I'm going to write circumference equals pi times diameter. Okay, I'm going to write here pi is about 3.14. So now I'm going to substitute. Circumference equals pi. Here, I'm going to write 3.14 times. What is the diameter in this problem? The diameter is 7.6. I'm going to substitute right there. 7.6. Since it's giving me like a chance like to maybe round, I'm going to say, okay, circumference is going to be about, I'm going to say 3 times, I'm going to round this to 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Out of the answer choices here, which is the closest to 24, without a doubt, is letter A. So there you go. That's how you use this formula of finding circumference, pi times diameter, right? And that's the importance of, rounding your decimals and making sense of your numbers, right? Sometimes when you do that, you can find the correct answer if it's a, multiple choice. And Save time, save work, and make sure you get the correct answer. Last question. It says a bag contains colored tiles. A tile will be randomly selected from the bag. What is the probability in decimal form that the tile selected will be green? So I go, okay, probability of selecting a green tile. It'll be 6 out of a total of 12. So 6/12 is the same as 1/2, which is the same as 0.5 in decimal form. And that's the answer to problem 35. We're almost there, boys and girls. If you have a chance, review these problems again and see if you can answer them without, the help of the tutorial video, like later, and see if you can handle some of these questions on your own. All right, have a great day. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.